My name's Lauren. This is my first makeup tutorial, and I decided I would do a super simple get ready with me. Nothing too dramatic. Me and my husband are going to see a movie tonight, so I thought I would film a get ready with me. If you want to see how to get this look, then just keep watching. I'm going to film my date makeup tonight. We're going to go see a movie. Hopefully we can see La La Land. I'm really excited about seeing that one. I'm going to take the Becca Evermatte primer. I do have combo oily skin and I do have acne. I have acne specifically in this area. I do have breakouts on my chin, especially hormonal breakouts. This stuff is fantastic. It'll keep you matte for a very, very long time. I think you want to do something with oranges, maybe. Since I do have blue eyes, oranges make your eyes pop. I'm going to take the e.l.f. moisturizing foundation stick in the color Nude. It's not exactly my color, but sorry if you can see me staring off in the distance. My mirror is behind the camera. Just kind of dot this everywhere. And take my beauty blender and blend that in. I don't really have a huge selection of colors, which was kind of disappointing. I've never tried this foundation on top of this primer, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Alright, so now that our foundation is done, I'm going to start on the eyes. I'm going to take the Urban Decay Eye Primer Potion. I swap between this one and the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I feel like they both do a really good job of keeping my eyeshadow on. So, especially since I am oily, like I've mentioned. It's nice outside today. Although the sun keeps disappearing and reappearing and disappearing behind the clouds. It's a little bit cold, which is finally feels like January. I don't know if anybody knows this, but it's been like 70s, 60s in Georgia for the past couple weeks, which is really weird. And it's the middle of January, and I don't know what's going on with the weather, but we can't keep it consistent. Alright, before I do that, let me zoom in. Okay. I'm going to take the Lorac Mega Pro palette. I'm going to take the shade Custard and just set down that primer. I'm going to set it all the way up to the brow bone area, and I'm going to put that shade into the inner corner as well. This is one of my favorite palettes to use, a top row. I bought it just for those orange shades, if I'm going to be honest. That's why I would like Dye to have the newest one that they just came out with. It's fantastic. It's got all those orangey, bronzy shades. And I'm going to take a crease brush and we're going to go into, I think I'm going to go into Melon. It's in right here. Just a really super light peachy orange color. The only thing with these shadows is that you have to tap off the excess. They're a little dusty, but they're really beautiful. They blend really nicely and they're super pigmented. I'm just going to blend that into the crease to get a good crease color going. Although it looks darker on camera than it does in real life. And we're going to go into burlap. Just blend that a little bit lower into the crease. And then take a smaller blending brush, the Luxie 231. Just a small tapered brush, pretty tiny. And go into saddle. It's a really pretty, just chocolatey brown. Put that right on the outer corner. Keeping that super low on the eye. I'm going to take just a clean blending brush and blend all that together. This is one of my favorite looks. Oranges just look so pretty on people with blue eyes, just in my opinion. Then I'm going to take my Z palette. I have a bunch of V-potted shadows, and I have the Naked palette all along this top part. This black is one of my favorite blacks. A little bit goes a very long way. So I'm going to take a little bit on that same tiny brush and just put it right up against the lash line in the outer corner, just to deepen things up a bit. Yeah. Take that same clean brush and just blend everything out again. As my lid color, I'm actually going to take the highlighter, the Essence Pure Nude highlighter in Be My Highlight. It's gorgeous. I'm going to take a flat shader brush and just put that all over the lid. It gives such a soft look without being too intense. Just blend it out a little bit, make sure nothing looks too harsh. Make sure it's nice and soft. Alright, next I'm going to do my brows. And I don't do very much for brows. All I use is the Gimme Brow in shade number 3. I just take that and run it through my brows. I don't like super intense brows. I like more natural looking brows. Just my personal preference. If you want super sculpted brows, and that's perfectly fine. It's makeup. You can do whatever you want with it. Do the same thing to your eyebrow. Just run it through. Brush them up in the corner. Alright. I'm going to zoom back out and do the rest of my face. Okay. I'm going to take the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. That's a mouthful. In Light Warm. I have yellow undertones. I like this concealer a lot. I was using the Maybelline Fit Me before. Which is nice, but sometimes I feel like it got a little bit too tacky. This is good because I can put literally a ton of it on and it just blends right in. You can also use your concealer to clean up the edge of your eyeshadow. Make it a little bit sharper if you want it sharper, or diffuse out some of that darkness. I just like to take the fat end and kind of blend it down onto my cheeks. And then I'm going to take one of my favorite products. I love this so much. It's the Skin Food Peach Like a Silky Finishing Powder. Ooh, just went everywhere. Just take a big fluffy brush, go up under the eyes, set that concealer down, and then take it on the rest of the face. And it just leaves my face feeling so smooth and silky. I love it. I used it at my wedding to set especially my under eye and like the T-zone area, and my face lasted pretty much all day, except for when I started dancing. It was hot outside. It was in May. And then I'm going to take Hoola by Benefit, tap off, just put it. I don't like to contour, I just like to warm up my face a little bit so it's not so flat. And I actually like to put it towards the higher part of the cheekbone. To me, if you're putting it where the light hits, it's going to hit you on your cheekbones and not in the hollows of your cheeks. Contouring is creating shadows, but I feel like bronzing is creating that warmth that the sun would give you. And for blush, I think I'm going to use Tarte Sweet. I depot a lot of stuff because I don't have a lot of room. I'll put that right on the apples of my cheeks. This is really pretty. It's got a kind of a sheen to it. To me, honestly, it looks a lot like NARS Orgasm. They look very similar. I'm going to take that powder brush and just blend all that together so it's not super harsh. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush. I'm going to go back into the Lorac Mega Pro and I'm going to go in with Tangerine. It's a really gorgeous orange shade. Take some of the Urban Decay Black again. Put it right up against the lash line on the very outer edge. I'm not bringing it in very far at all. I like that wide-eyed effect. that it gives. And we're just gonna blend it in a little bit. I'm gonna line my eyes with the Stila Smudge waterproof smudge stick in the color Damsel. Just gonna tight line. Put that on my waterline. I'm going to go in with my favorite mascara combo, which is the Benefit Roller Lash and the Stila Huge. Stila Huge to me is, I like it a little bit better than I like the Too Faced Better Than Sex. The brush is not quite as big, and I feel like it hugs my lashes a little bit better. But the Roller Lash just gives me really great length. Falsies. I usually wear them on special occasions. They're not very practical for me to wear every day, especially to work. And honestly they're kind of hard to put on. I'm not very good at putting them on, probably because I don't wear them that often. But I do think that when I do wear them, they do make your eye makeup and your eyes just stand out so much. So I do like to wear them on special occasions, like of course I wore them at my wedding, but this is just my favorite everyday mascara routine. Some of my favorite makeup days are just a simple shimmery lid color and super, super long lashes. Then I'm going to take Clinique Bottom Lash. It's a super tiny brush. I liked it when I first started using it. Now I'm not so keen on it. Now that it's like dried out a little bit, it's not my favorite. I have done the trick where you can revive it with eye drops, and it does work, but it still didn't work for very long. So I think I might try the MAC one that everybody loves, the Giga Black Lash. Sorry, that was my phone. Probably my husband asking what's for dinner. I'm going to take that same highlighter, that Essence Pure Nude highlighter, and be my highlight. This highlighter is gorgeous. I love it so much. And it's very natural. It's very good for just everyday makeup. It's not super intense. I'm going to just put that right on the high points of my cheek, on the top of my brow. I'm using the Luxie 522 tapered highlighter brush. Taking some on the bridge of my nose. I don't put it on the tip of my nose. And on the Cupid's bow. I don't have a very big upper lip, so I do try to emphasize that if I can. And last but not least, I'm going to take it's an e.l.f. concealer brush, but I really love how tiny it is. It gets into the inner corner so good. I'm going to go back into the Lorac Mega Pro, and we're going to take Prosecco. I'm just going to put that right on the inner corner. Alright, and the last thing I guess is lips. I guess I'll do nude. I'm going to take the NYX Suede Matte Lip Liner in Soft Spoken. do overline my lips slightly. I don't really want lip injections though. I'd rather just overline. The thought of needles going into my lip is way too intense for me. I'm going to take the NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick in the shade Bedtime Flirt. I do have very dry lips. These are not good for a very long time. Pretty drying, but they're really good if you just are gonna wear them for a couple hours. My lips get so dry and chapped after I wear those liquid lipsticks after work, and I work for about 8 to 10 hours a day. I'm gonna take the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. I'm gonna take a fan brush and just go right on top of the cheekbone. Alright y'all, this is the final look. I hope you like it. Pretty simple, nothing too intense. If you liked it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you want to subscribe, welcome to my channel. Again, my name's Lauren, and if you have any comments, feel free to leave them below, and if you have any questions, I'll leave everything in the description box. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye!
I'm going to go in with the NYX Lingerie. I'm going to take the NYX Lingerie lipstick. I'm going to take the I'm going to take the NYX Lingerie lipstick. I'm going to take the NYX Lingerie liquid lipstick and I'm going to take the NYX